everyone. This is DURA'S Voice podcast where we have real life conversation. I'm Basire Florence, your host for today, and you all are welcome to today's episode titled From Boys to Men, the Care We Deny Them. And to discuss this very interesting topic with me is Osaz. Welcome, Osaz.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, Osaz, looking back to your childhood days, do you think or do you feel you were given less care and attention compared to what was given to the girls around you, to the girl child around you?
That's a very interesting question. Did I feel I was given less care and attention compared to the girl child? I'll say no. Because I grew up with a single parent because I lost my father at a very tender age. So, and my mom gave me all the attention, all the love, all the care. I have two brothers and a sister, so I don't think my sister was given any preferential treatment compared to me or my brothers. We're all given love, care, and attention.
Yeah. You were given equal love, care, and attention.
Parents always have their favorites. Yes, it's facts. They might not say it, but they do. So even if when it comes to this person, right, this person can do something wrong and get away with it. And the other person will do the same thing and won't get away with it. Doesn't mean they don't love you, right? There's just that extra for that person for personal reasons. Yes.
So were you the favorite child?
No, but I know I was loved. As much as I'm the last born in my house. Yes, but my mom is very strict. Yes, so as much as she gives you love, she also gives you the other side too. So shout out to you, mom. So yes, as much as she shows you love, gives you care and attention, still. And based on I'm much older, I understand life now. Being a single parent, I'm using my own personal experience, right? It's not easy to have children and take care of them all by yourself. So she must have lapses, but now that I'm older, I understand why, right? So yes.
And you didn't feel in any way disappointed because...
At that time, yes. At the time, yes, I felt like maybe, why did this or why didn't so I should have, because I was much younger. Yeah. My mind at that time could only comprehend that. But now that I'm much older, I understand why. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So have you in any way experienced or heard any story of maybe any child that was maltreated or have you lived close to anyone?
Let me think properly. Okay. Yes, African homes, I grew up in Delta State, and families there are somewhat not really together. Let me use that word. There's not really this unity. Parents don't feel like they have the responsibility to train all their children. So you see whereby children are being told to take care of themselves, do what you have to do to just survive. And to me, it's wrong. You should care for your child financially, mentally, spiritually, until that child is old enough to handle their own business. But you see where at a tender age, you're already told that, or yours is your case. So those are the things. I experienced that a lot, in my environment.
There is this story I saw on TikTok where the boy, he's grown up now. I guess he should be in his late 20s or early 30s. So he was actually saying the story that when he was much younger, like 8 to 9 years, that he was actually molested, by his neighbor, a lady. Okay, two sisters.
Whoa.
Yes, so then according to him, he was like that they were always showing him care, loving him, like buying sweet biscuits for him, all those kind of things. Yes, so before then he was like, why is it that these two aunties, they are actually showing him such kind of love? So according to him, he said he did not know anything. So just not until one day, they always allow him to come into their room to watch television when his parents are away. So not until one day they started doing their practices with him. So according to him, it was like then he didn't know what all of that was. Yes, so that's actually, according to him, he said that actually made him start going into relationships with older people because he felt like that was actually the best and most natural way of doing things in relationship. So now my question is, for you, how do you think the parents, or how do you think, okay, first question, how do you think that boy would have spoken up? Because he said he did not tell anybody, not until that very day he was spilling it on TikTok. Yes, so how do you think that boy would have spoken up to free himself? Because he said that continued till when he was 12 years old before they backed out from the compound.
So it really lasted for a long period of time. Okay, so your first question is, how would he have spoken up, right? Now, I think I can't blame him. I'll blame the people that are around him, or I'll hold the people around him accountable, because yeah, exactly, for his elder ones, if he had elder siblings, or his parents at the time. Because one thing I've noticed about African parenting is they only think about providing for you financially. How often do parents, maybe when that child gets back from school, you see that child down and, okay, how was school? Are you being bullied? Did you learn anything new? Because that's when the child can tell you, oh, I went into our neighbor's room and she started dancing a jazz with me. But if all you do is, okay, I paid your school fees, I've sold your uniform. So I can't blame him. It's the role of his parents or his guardians to question, probe, have that bond with him in order for him to speak up. Because not everyone naturally speaks up. There are children that just talk, right? There are many children that as you come to their house now, Uncle, I ate fried rice in the afternoon. Mommy, you see the parents and say, keep quiet, don't talk. Yes, but some other children are very quiet. You come there, how are you? Fine. So you must, it's not in that child's place now to just learn how to speak up. It's in the guardian's place to, know how to get into that child's mind and let that child speak. So it can't be his fault. It's in the place of the guardian to, make him speak up. Yes.
Okay, so you're actually saying the fault is from the parents or the guardian.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you were to be the parents or the older sibling and you noticed, or he comes to you and tells you something like that, how would you handle or take up that?
Okay, first of all, as a child, looking at the child, you have to, work on his mind first, not just go and cause trouble, right? You need to talk to the child that, okay, this thing is not right. You have to stop, even though maybe it feels good or it feels innocent to his mind, then you have to first of all, speak to the child and say, okay, from now on, henceforth, don't go to that house again. Those people are not good people. He might not understand. They give me biscuit, they give me sweet. I watch cartoon. Yeah. You have to tell him that for now, this thing is not, there's something else they are getting from you that is more valuable than those things they are giving to you. That's the first thing. The next line of action is to mess those people up. Yeah.
Okay. So, in our present society today, most persons, now I'm making it general, both men and women, most persons, they're actually broken from one thing or the other. Sure. Yes, and then driving down to the men, most of them, we find out that they are actually distant from their family, from their loved ones, going through one shit or the other, going through one thing or the other. So do you actually see yourself as someone that would actually be distant from your family or from your spouse or from a relationship or from your children in future?
Absolutely not. I have to, train myself to have the right people around me, because you might decide that you want to be an open person. Okay, in my heart, I'm not married, I want to be open to my wife. I want to, she can know everything about me, my emotional, financial, spiritual state. But if I marry the wrong person, all those will go poof. It will go, because if you open up to the wrong person, they'll use it against you. So for me now, even though I've made the decision that yes, I will be open, I will play with my children, talk to my children, also discipline my children. I'm not going to lie about it. Just to digress, I don't believe in all those don't flog children. I'm not saying, I'm just digressing, but that's me.
Yes.
I'm not saying I will kill you. right?
But at least discipline.
Yes, you should have that in mind also. So even though I have this mindset to play with my children, be there for them, not just give you money, right? Put you in the best schools and all that. I want them to be able to communicate with me, and I also communicate with them. Likewise, their mother/my wife. But at the end of the day, it starts with the person you want to build that with. Because if you are open to the devil, yes, those dreams will go away. But if you meet the right person, it's much easier for those things to be accomplished.
So you made mention of opening up to the wrong, or opening up to most persons, and then they will use it against you. So how do you actually know that, okay, this person is sensible enough, or maybe this person is the right person to open up to, or maybe to share your problems with?
Okay. Trust is built step by step. I cannot just meet you today now, right, and start telling you that, do you know I have HIV/AIDS? Do you know I have gonococcus aureus? Do you know? No, it starts with little things, right? If I release a certain information about myself, and I watch how you guide that information, that's one. Two, when we have issues, right, how does that person react? Okay, let me use myself as an example when I was much younger. So my sister did something as innocent. She gave someone food, her friend. And based on again, my mom is strict. So something happened and she was, shouting at me, scolding me and all that. And my mother was there. And I said, you that give someone food. Now, I was not sensitive enough or matured enough to hold back that information. I wanted to use it at that point to get myself. And you shouldn't surround yourself with people like that. So you should have people matured enough that even when they are under pressure, they won't spill. So trust is built. You don't just meet someone in a day and start telling them all your problem, all your issues. Step by step, life will naturally bring challenges to expose those people and reveal their real nature. So yes.
Okay. So what do you actually have to say, either to commend or to advise or to say to your younger self?
I won't. What will I say to my younger self? Personally, I won't change anything because your experience is what makes you. Yes, I don't wish to be anyone else but me. And the challenges, the pain, the failure, the wins have made me who I am today. So I'll say I'm happy I experienced that because I know where I'm going and I know where I'm going to get to. Yeah.
All right. And finally, what do you have to say to all the boys, the men, the teenage boys, boy child, going through one thing or the other?
Okay. What I would say to them is that, one, they should look up to God. That's the number one person you can trust and believe in. Human beings are 50-50. Anything can change us, but with God, you have 100% assurance that you are covered. So to the young men, old men, teenage boys, trust in God. First, surround yourself with people that truly love and care about you, and trust them enough to share your pain and experiences. Those are my words.
All right. Thank you. Saz, that was a very nice insights from you. Thank you so much. And to you all, our audience out there, Saz already said, trust in God. If you know as a man, you're going through one thing or the other, trust in God first. And then be strong enough to know who you would actually share your pain or your problems with, and then trust that person enough to say everything, and they will actually give you the best advice you want. And also to all the parents out there, please, 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 and please, don't care only for your girl child, but also care for your boy child. The same care the girls deserve, that same care the boys. In fact, most guys are actually even going through a lot, because when I heard that story on TikTok, I was like, wow, so things like this happens. Yeah, so to all parents out there, please be careful enough. Pay rapt attention to all your children so that you can be able to be aware of everything that's happening in their life. And don't forget to subscribe to DURA'S Voice podcast on all our social media handles. Until next time, see you. Bye.